Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part two of Create Expectations, aka where you get your key lime pie, your dessert. If you have not watched part one, you need to go to Zara's channel, watch part one, understand why I'm talking about key lime pie, and then come back and watch part two. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, watching the first one is key.
Yeah, for key lime pie.
Right.
Yeah.
Not key bank.
No,
Do you have key bank in
no,
oh.
no. Just no.
Actually, now that I'm thinking, I wonder if it was like a local bank anyways where I grew up. I can't think of ever having seen a key bank anywhere other than my hometown.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Or
Maybe.
key lime pie bank, who knows? I don't know if I would invest money. I don't think I'd put money in a place called key lime pie bank.
Man, I would snack there though. Um, okay.
You go in, you're like, I'll take a pie, please. They're like, we don't serve pies. This is a bank.
Oh, it'd be so sad. Okay, okay.
All right.
Let's do some viewer questions because we got a few. We got some, and then we can hop all over the place here. Um, so I'm gonna ask this one to you because you I feel like will know this better than me in general.
Oh, okay.
So Trestifer Wallace says, what are the minimum relics for the rebels to counter the triple attacker executor fleet?
Okay. Yeah, that's something I'd be more likely to answer, I guess, or to be able to.
Correct.
Okay. So my alt. So first off, I'm just gonna say the more relic levels you have, the
Mhm.
better chance you, because it's all about the RNG of the Falcon assists and RNG of, well, not RNG, but the damage that you can do quickly. And so, I mean, a lot of that has to do with if Falcon assists every time, you just blow them away. It's easy. But there's also actually one element of if Biggs early on doesn't get turn meter, then you're just screwed. Even at Relic 7, he's not fast enough. So, and that's like a 1 in 20 time. Like that usually Biggs gets the turn meter. But in the off chance that he doesn't, you just get bent over. It's wonderful. And you here's the thing though. My alt with a Relic 5 Biston. These are all characters with all 6 emods, just to be clear, just for context. So my alt with a Relic 5 Biston, Relic 4 Scarif Rebel Pathfinder, so you need that ship. Relic 6 on both Han and Chewie, and Relic 4 on Biggs did beat a full Relic 5 Executor team. Um,
Okay.
just barely by the skin of their teeth. My main account, who has not much higher relics, frankly, but like Biggs is more survivable, which is actually also another element to it. If he can survive 2 or 3 of the big hits, that's nice. I think the biggest factor was Cassian had a lot more gear, like Cassian, Jin, and
K2.
that K2 that Ewing had a bunch of extra gear. Like I have a couple extra relic levels, like my Han is relic 8, for instance. Chewie's relic 7. Biston and Scarif Rebel Pathfinder both 5. So my main account isn't that much better, but my Biggs is 7, which is nice. It wins most of the time. I'd say that's like a 70% win rate. It's not great, but I would like it gets real sketchy if you go much lower than that. I don't know,
Mhm.
minimum relics like it gets real sketchy, guys. Like I don't want to try it on my alt. Like it's I will actually pretty soon now that my Cassian ship is about done. I think that might be one of the biggest factors too of like if your Cassian ship sucks, then
Mhm.
you, you need him, man. He does so much. He does so much in that counter. So that's not really a great answer. I think you need mostly like Relic 5 on everyone though, basically, if you want a solid chance.
Mhm. And 60 mods.
And 60 mods and Han and Chewie. I mean, my alt is notoriously bad at having enough relic levels. It would be really nice to have them 7 or 8, but even my main doesn't have Chewie at 8. So
Hmm. All right.
Oh, yeah. What one other thing I wanted to point out too. This is actually ironic. Everyone will like this. Akbar relics. My Akbar is too fast. He's relic 5, and
Oh,
the okay. So like the normal turn of events goes. Like Biston goes. He gives turn meter either Falcon or Biggs. That so either Falcon or Biggs goes, and then the other one goes, and you hopefully by then you've killed the IG 2000. If you haven't done that, then you lose. If you've killed IG 2000, then great. You're ready for your next big step, which is you need to do an AOE on Xanadu Blood. However, if your Akbar's too fast, he'll outspeed Xanadu Blood before he gets so Akbar will go before Xanadu Blood comes out of stealth, and so you have to do the mass assist on Razor Crest instead.
okay. Yeah.
And that's not like if you could do your mass assist on Xanadu Blood, then that's great. But you want Xanadu Blood to come out first, which means you want Xanadu Blood to be faster than your Akbar, which means slow Akbar, like make him slower. So like one day I faced someone, I was like, man, this fleet is so good. Like Relic 8 on Cad Bane, this is so nice. This is so crazy. And then he was faster than my Akbar, and I'm like, and I won easily because I could do my mass assist.
You got all excited. Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually good. A good point. Because then that throws everything off, right?
I mean, it's very winnable still. It's just you have to focus on Razor Crest, which takes two of his lives, and in the meantime, Houndstooth comes in. It's a mess. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, you do want some decent relic levels on your rebels.
All right. Cool. I knew you would know that one.
I've heard the Outrider at Relic 7 can make that way more consistent. I haven't seen a video of it yet. So if someone has a video, guys, link it in the Create Expectations Discord. Well, so
Yeah.
the Discord link, it's on the Gambit server, but then find the Create Expectations. It's toward the bottom, the channel, and just link it. Link it to YouTube, guys. Show the whole world how you do it, how amazing you are, and we will shout you out on this show.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. So, Jason Trickett asked, so that he's saying actually there are hundreds of videos and talk from every content creator out there basically saying this team is the best for GAC or whichever game mode. So in your opinion, what is and or are the worst teams to use or farm, particularly for GAC?
I just talked for a really long time, so I'm gonna give you some time.
My immediate thought was like the Karth Old Republic team.
Is the as bad?
As bad, yes. He's asking for worst teams to use or farm.
In your opinion, what is the worst? Okay.
So like basically the opposite question. Because one, I never use them. Like, and I mean this as a full squad. I'm not saying like break them apart.
Well, you need them for. Okay.
I mean, yeah, you do need them, but like then like you don't really use them. And then if you do put them on defense, they usually just get soloed by something.
I'm gonna say something that hurts my soul a little bit to say.
Oh no.
It makes me sad because I really like this team in theory, and I have championed it a lot. Mid game, it is actually, and an early game, it can actually get you some holds, but it is by no means transcendent. Ewoks are just. I love a lot about them. It's good. They're if you max them out, even they get real happy to bring down a mid-level team, especially toward end game. But even mid game, if you take them for like you could do some sneaky things, but they take such significantly crazy amounts of investment. Like you'd have to put some great mods on them. You have to put all these Zetas and I've invested in them a decent amount on all of my accounts, and they're just not really worth it. I mean, maybe people are saying it. Oh, duh, dude. Like, I don't really regret it much on my alts. I used to get a ton of holds with them, but there's just too many teams out there now. They've just fallen behind. And if there's a Geo or if there's an Endor TB here soon, like the suddenly, meat's back on the menu. But like,
Yeah.
we'll see. Poor Ewoks, man.
Oh man, that is sad.
I'm glad I had you go first. I didn't read that right. I thought it was what's the best.
No, what's the worst?
No,
It's a fun question.
it is fun, and I'm glad that you had the ability to read and comprehend
Yeah.
more so than I.
Man, that Canadian school system working in my favor.
Well, I think
FAVOUR.
a school system that condones just the random addition of extra vowels. I don't know.
It's totally fine. Okay. So last question, and then we'll move on. And I thought this was important to clarify instead of just answering, because I feel like this is something that I've said repeatedly and I've probably just phrased it wrong. So Jesse G was saying that he is confused about how buying the Conquest Pass works in order to speed up getting Ben Solo. Because if he buys the Conquest Pass, he's just getting extra, like you get extra gear, you get extra Malgus shards and all this. Yep. So it doesn't speed it up. I should clarify that. What it does is it gives you wiggle room. So if you buy the Conquest Pass every single time, instead of having to red crate all 3 Conquest runs and buy the shards all 3 times to get him unlocked, you can red crate once and then get gold crate twice. So it gives you a little bit of wiggle room, especially if you know that like you're going to be busy in one of the conquests because you're going on vacation or whatever. Or if you just think that it's going to be a very grindy conquest. So like using this one, for example, like a lot of people were concerned because there's a lot of overlap. It's a lot of First Order and Resistance. People don't have Kylo. They don't have Rey. What you could do is, theoretically, if you did want to get him in 3 conquests, buy the Conquest Pass the first time, go for gold, buy it again, go for gold. And during those 2 first conquest runs, be working on your team so that during the 3rd run, you could get red crate by bringing up the key characters that you've seen work for other people and getting those discs, and then get red on your last one. So it doesn't speed it up. It just gives you the wiggle room to be a little bit more lenient. If that makes sense. It also gives you, if you are going to red crate every time, it gives you the opportunity to not use all of your conquest currency on shards, and you can actually use your conquest currency on gear 12 plus gear. You can use it on relic materials, signal data, whatever it is that you are looking to use it on instead of the conquest character shards.
Yeah.
So.
Good answer.
Thanks.
I'm going to laugh when someone messages us and vents their spleen and calls us awful people and leaves.
Right.
Quits the channel, because that's what happened last time. It's really good. It's really fun, right?
Yeah. Super fun.
Yeah, it was the best thing ever. I won't even say who, but it was crazy. It was sheer. It's inside the head of an interesting person. So let's go and do a tune review.
Yeah. Do you want to look at you know what? We'll look at yours, not mine.
Hold on a sec. Okay, we are back, and I don't know how long my face was frozen there, but it's not as frozen anymore. So, all right, we've got what character are we reviewing today, Sarah?
Landino, young Lando.
Yeah.
Young Lando, and we're looking at yours because mine is significantly more sad.
I mean, yeah, mine's got Relicate. He's a lot of fun, at least in 3s.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Yep.
You have Relic 8? Aw.
Huh?
You have Relic 8. I have Gear 8.
Oh, so we're just off by 1 letter.
Yes, it's the same. Same, but different.
Yeah, just like different colors.
Yeah. Okay, so I will tell you what I know about young Lando.
Cool.
He applies potency down on his basic.
Spoken like a true Conquest hero.
And that's it.
That's it. Okay, so Landino. You know the reason why we call him Landino.
Yeah. Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell other people what that is.
That's the rapper name of the guy who plays him.
Yeah.
Victor.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yep. Okay. So yeah, Landino, or I guess I'm trying to remember what other people call him.
do,
That's
do people call him anything other than Landino?
yeah.
Young Lando, I guess.
I guess they could if they wanted to be literal.
You wanted to? Uh
All right. So the one awesome thing about Landino, so he's the pilot of a ship, of course. There's
mm-hmm.
that, but that ship is not widely used, anyways. The big thing about him is he has the ability with the single ability with the highest damage modifier in the game.
Okay. Is that his special?
Yeah, so he has the hot hand. Like he has two specials. One of
Mm-hmm.
them is just like stealth and cleanse someone, and this one
Right.
is his special. And people don't know what the damage modifiers are. I don't want to spend a huge amount of time talking about them, frankly. But if you go on swgoh.gg, you can see like every attack has a certain amount of modifier to it, which means it's like okay, you can add as much offense to like Barris as you want, but her
Mm-hmm.
attack modifier, like it's all multiplied by this attack modifier, and hers is so low that you can give her all the offense in the world, and it's not going to do that much. And it matters for each ability as well. Like Barris only has one ability.
Mm-hmm.
Lando's basic is very middle of the road. Like it's okay, but it's nothing great. But his big hit, his big shot, can do like 200,000 to 300,000 damage in one shot. And so what you can do is kind of build an apparatus around him to make sure that he gets his big shot and he can one shot some really big targets. Like Malik, for instance, is someone you can take out in one shot.
I just realized, just looking at this, he's got a cooldown of 14 on this.
Uh-huh.
Holy.
Right, but at the end of each turn, there's a 50% chance for each debuffed enemy to reduce the cooldown of this ability by one. So if all 5 of your opponents' characters are debuffed, you could
Mhm.
reduce it by 5. And that's for the end of each turn. So like
Right.
each character's turn.
Okay. Yeah.
So like you could get it in theory. You could get it really fast. It doesn't necessarily. You get it twice in a fight usually, but typically like the teams you build around him, it's like if he doesn't one shot that one key character, then you're screwed.
Right. Okay. So that's what you're using him primarily for.
Yeah,
This special hot hand.
yeah. So like in threes, what'll happen is you take Dash, who is super fast. Dash will do his AOE, gives a bunch of turn meter. Kira goes next. She calls her mass assist, and you kill one character with the mass assist. Because Dash is high relics, and Lando still is no slouch shooting because you have him modded for crazy offense,
Hmm.
and Kira does okay damage as well, actually, and she's got her Zeta. There's a ton of modifiers, and then Landino targets a different person and one shots them, and then it's suddenly 3 characters to their one.
Hmm. That's fun.
Oh, it's really fun. It's not necessary, but
Right.
it is. So I would say the coolest thing you can do with Landino is take him with a Dash and Vandor in threes, or I've even seen it work in fives against Jedi Master Luke.
Hmm.
And because they don't ever target Vander down, they just kill other characters over and over again. And if you have the Dash Omicron, like he just keeps
Yeah.
reviving them forever. And eventually you get to a point where like everyone's wearing your like Jedi Master Luke team down a little bit, and Landino can do a one shot on one of the other Jedi and then another Jedi, and eventually it can work. And I've actually done it down to just Jedi Master Luke before,
Right.
and then I timed out. But it can work in the right circumstances. It's cool. And I think people with way like if they want to put even crazier mods on characters, you can do it. I ran out.
Okay. That's fair. Um, yeah, I don't think a lot of I feel like that's like a very neat, I don't want to say a niche use, but like a very
It's a
side
luxury.
project. Yeah, it's a luxury. That's the word I'm looking
Yeah.
for. Hmm.
Well, especially I barely use him in fives.
Right.
Like he's relic 8, and The really crappy thing is his first move. If an opponent attacks you,
Hmm.
and if there's any debuffs at all, his first move is his cleansing move. He doesn't do his big
Oh,
shot. So
like the
so
AI.
yeah, the AI just points and shoots the heal, the cleanse. Hey, look, you're in stealth now, and you're like, oh well, thank goodness, because that would have one shot any number of characters. So
uh,
and now, young Lando, it is time to die.
oh, poor guy.
It's very sad.
Cool. Well,
Hmm.
that's fun of him.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. I told Solo in jest the other day or today, I guess, because that was when he came out. I was like, I wonder if we're going to start having like Fin Poe in the same zone in threes as Dash Lando Lando.
Lando, Lando. Uh,
Yeah, I don't think that's actually going to be the thing, to be honest. But
it would be
it's a
funny.
it's funny
It's a
to
funny
me.
thought.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's fun. It's funny. So, pack review.
Yeah, let's look at the pack.
This
At
is a
the
good pack.
calendar. Yeah, I think so. I just like completely skimmed over it until I was swiping through here multiple times. So there are, sorry, I should have checked before I clicked on this. There's 5 days left, so probably four and a bit by the time this posts.
Okay.
For the 30-day calendar for the KYRO tech. So it's $15.
Okay. What do we get for it? For our
And
troubles.
for our troubles, over 30 days, because it's a calendar, you're gonna get 100 of each type of KYRO. So of Shock KYRO and the laptop KYRO,
Hmm.
and 1,000,000 credits.
Yeah.
So
So if you're in the habit of buying Kyrotech for crystals,
mhm.
this is like more than double the value there.
Yeah, yeah. Says excuse me, because we were looking at the KYRO check earlier, and
Hmm.
it's 2,800 crystals for 100 of one piece of
Right.
KYRO. And you're getting 100 of each. So you're getting 200 pieces here.
For 15 instead of 20.
Yeah,
And you get a bonus million credits, which is whatever. But yeah, this is good. It's just delayed gratification. But I
right.
mean, this is something I would actually consider getting for Professor X for my alt. Like, I don't spend much money on that account, and
Hmm.
I probably won't get this, but this is something I would absolutely consider because I'm always running into Kyrotech problems. My main account, I have like 1,000 of each. Not a big deal.
Nice, real nice.
Well, because I have most of the characters gear 13 at this point, so.
Which is fair. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm seriously considering this now because I always run into KYRO problems.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a really common thing. I mean, I just yeah, right now my whole thing is relics for my main account, but I've already
Mhm.
spent so much money on it that like I've already spent all the kairos, so I've done that part. Like
We've
yeah.
already bought them all.
So
Uh,
yeah, in terms of value,
mhm.
that it doesn't get much better than this, I think. I mean, other than like the really obvious like conquest pass and etc. But
Right. My only gripe, which you mentioned earlier, is it's delayed. Like you got to wait the
oh
30 days.
yeah, yeah, I said that. I said that in confidence, Sarah, and you just outed me.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Well,
Uh,
um,
we all
that's
know who I have confidence in now.
yeah, not me. So that's
Right.
the pack.
Correct.
You want to roast a roster? How much time do we have to roast a roster?
We're on 24 minutes,
Oh
so
boy,
we have like 6 minutes to go, which is not bad.
it's not bad. That's ample time.
Well, this is a tiny little roster, right?
Yeah, I picked a small one because we've done some larger rosters recently, so we can go back to some smaller geared Chromium 4 rosters.
Yeah. Okay, so Atlantis,
Mm-hmm.
undergeared, which sounds
Under
ominous. That's the name.
uh
They're trapped in carbonite.
Hey man, I have that tag too.
Oh, that it's never mind. I was just okay. So where are
Yeah.
they in arena? So they're 2.3 million.
They're Chromium 4.
Okay, so Chromium.
Hmm.
Okay, so really pretty small roster. 2.4. This is like a year old, maybe,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe a little more or less, but yeah. Okay,
Okay.
ships.
Let's have a look.
This is already bad. Tarkin at six
Tar-
stars.
okay. Oh. Oh, we've okay. Yeah, so this is like super. We've got 3 capital ships.
Oh, even at this level, that no, don't do that. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so. Work on your. You're gonna be in a world of hurt. You already are. Like, how do you win fleets in GAC? Like,
This is yeah. So
oh, this is bad. This is terrible news. Like, please, I implore you, work on your fleets. Like, this is. I'm not saying get any like really awesome fancy fleets. I'm saying like pick a couple fleets. And where is you could have a negotiator by now. Like, if you find the right guild, like spend your GT 1 and 2 wisely, please.
mhm. Yeah, and then okay, let's see what's the top end. Okay.
Sure.
So first order ships
Okay, so going for. I wonder if
going for
they're
Kylo.
copying Arnold, doing the first order right away.
Going for Kylo.
Yeah. Okay, I mean that's where's finalizer though? Like,
Well,
why
that's the thing. You can't get Kylo without finalizer.
why don't you have finalizer?
So
Oh no, that's look at the Anakin ship.
I know.
Ooh, and the Vulture and
I'm trying to remember which ships you use in the finalizer event.
and Xanadu Blood. Like all of these, you could farm. At least get the ships that you. So Galactic War, you can farm them in that store so easily. Like the Clone Sergeant ship is there all the time. Like you could get that so easy. Like
Houndstooth, I'm like fairly confident you use for the finalizer event. So you need this at 7 stars if you're going for Kylo. I mean, I guess you only need finalizer at 5 stars, but you might as well.
yeah, uh, people think ships don't matter, and they totally do. And that is how Professor X handles. Like that's how I win my matches right
Mm-hmm.
now because everyone has 1 million, 2 million more GP than me, and all the toys. I have 2 GLs. I don't have much, but my ships can hold their own, and if they can't clear my ships, then I win.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. So many times I get stuck on ships. So
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
I'm done looking at ships.
Can we just
So
be done with this roast, please?
okay, so
Just
he's
kidding. I
going
want to
for
see the.
Kylo.
I want to see the train wreck. Let's see it.
Oh
Oh, click
boy.
on Datacrons real quick, just out of curiosity. No judgment here. Okay, not much. That's fine. You don't have to. Just curious.
Okay. Um so tons into first order already. Like
Yeah.
but you need
Uh,
finalizer.
What's going on with this? This is. I get. So hold on.
Okay.
You unlock Finalizer at 4 stars, I think, right? Through events, like through.
Yes, but you need finalizer at 5 stars for
No,
Kylo.
I was just curious. Like maybe he's just like going 10 shards at a time, but I don't think that. I think you get your initial 80 right away, basically, if you have the requirements for it, right?
Yeah, you should. And then you get 10 each time you complete the event. Because you go up the tier levels, which is giving you shards each time.
Okay, so first order TIE pilot has his Omicron because
Yep.
and Phasma because it's like, hey, these are the literally the only teams we have of 2 million GP, two teams.
First order and first order.
Yeah, I guess you could do like an Emperor Palpatine squad with Vader. That's neat, I guess.
Right.
You have Jedi Revan with really bad. Like if Jolie at Gear 11 is your second best on that team, it's pretty bad.
Oh man.
Veteran Han at Gear 12 because you need him for Kylo. It's funny.
Oh yeah, you do need them for Kylo.
Geos.
Gear 12.
Every,
It looks like they're all Gear 12, yeah.
Qui-Gon has his
Has his
uh,
Omicron.
for some reason, for no reason at all, really.
Uh,
Chromium 4. That's
uh,
understandable.
Mara's got her Omicron.
Look at Snips. Look at Snips.
Uh,
She's level 82. She doesn't even have 85 and she's got a Zeta.
uh, okay, are there any specific factions that you would want to look at in particular if you were, I'm trying to think of like when Prevail Man was like half this size.
Man, okay, so just work on your bounty hunt. Like people always they're like really bounty hunters. Like shouldn't they be going for something awesome? And I'm like, yeah, this is awful. Bounty hunters are just they're the foundation of this whole game. They
Yeah.
just are. Like I know that sounds crazy, and they don't kill anything too crazy. Like sometimes they get a little uppity and kill like Lord Vader or whatever. You can find some uses against some really good teams, but for the most part, the thing is that they are just like they take out a lot of key teams in the middle and you use them to build all kinds of characters and unlock all kinds of characters like
Mhm.
all of them are used now even Greedo is useful like my main has all of them relicked now because you need them as requirements to everything or if they're not required for something they're extremely useful.
Right. Well, and you're using them in the bounty hunter events where you're getting those character shards
Yep.
for other characters, which
Yeah, like
and those
Wampa.
are and those you can get like depending on which character you're getting, some of those characters are accelerated, so you're getting 20
Yeah.
shards.
Yep, and their ships are all good.
So that's a huge one.
Yep. The other thing I would advise is just farm your characters, man. Like some of them, if they're in Cantina only, I get it. Like maybe that's a tough
Mhm.
sell. But like, also get your characters above level 82, man. Like level 85 isn't that much of a stretch. Like, come on, you can do this. You got this.
Right.
85, if you want to use them, like that it changes modifiers and stuff. Like there's actually modifiers written into the game to penalize you for not being level 85. So
Just pick and choose which like squad and characters because like there's no point in my opinion taking someone to level 64 and then stopping
right.
and not using them. Like take them all the way up and put the gear on them and start using them.
Well, like Boba Fett's gear 10, he'd be usable. Like that
Mhm.
to 3 more levels directly contributes to his damage, his survivability. Like, yeah, that level 85.
Do you
I
have a
don't know.
different faction you want to see?
Uh, Rebels, I guess.
Sounds so sad. Oh,
They're just not even going to be farmed. I'm going to just be like, really? You don't even have them farmed. Let's see it.
we're here. We're in the rebels.
You have a level 85 Mon Mothma, but you have a level 62 Han Solo.
Man. Oh, there's 3PO. Way down here.
Princess Leia, like she's unlockable in like one of the like you can just unlock her so easy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sick. Let's be done.
So okay, yeah. So ships is the consensus in bounty hunters. Got it.
Ships and bounty hunters, and you have a level 7-star Han Solo, man. You put Zetas on like Snips. Why would you put a Zeta on Snips when she's only level 82? When you could have a Han Solo with his Zeta and actually have him be like way better than stupid. I mean, she's fine, she's good, but like, what good is she doing if she's level 82 and your Anakin is crap and your whole Galactic Republic and all Jedi are crap?
Hmm.
Sorry, I'll be done.
You're gonna survive.
Maybe. I might die of sadness. We'll see.
All right.
No, it's fine. Shall we call it though? We are
We
pretty
can
far over.
we can be done. We can be done.
Well, hold on? Is there something
No.
you want to look at?
No, I'm already done. We're out of it.
All right, guys.
Uh,
We'll see you next week.
that's it.